as some other weeks I've seen them play, but I would definitely go with the community here. Are you feeling that?
I'm a Flipside fanboy. I don't think I can give you an unbiased opinion, Dan. I just want to see carnage from Flipside.
Okay,
I love the fact that It and Simple are on the same team, and I'm mad fanboyish about that.
Right,
so I'm not going to offer an opinion because it'll be a biased one.
So TSM already just trying to assess the situation. Decoys all over the place from Flipside, which actually is a little bit confusing for TSM. They are trying to figure out what's going on. They're already all rotating towards B at the moment, all of them. But there's no commitment just yet from Flipside, so now they're going back a little bit again. So a lot of movement from both teams at the moment.
Markelov bounced a smoke onto short from the underpass, which denied them vision, and they also had a smoke in connector, which looks like a T-smoke, judging by the depth of it. So a lot of denial of information here. Push starting to come in. Blade going to start the proceedings, getting the first frag of the match. Trying to hold down the rotation here from the CTs. Jewel will continue here. Again, they're just holding all the angles, forcing the CTs to engage. Simple going for that burst fire, picking up the USP as well. So only 2 remaining versus 5 on the Flipside side.
So the bomb is ticking away. There's no kit on device. It's surely over now for Danish side in the first round. So Flipside going to win the T pistol. That's pretty awesome, actually. And I would expect the pistol arm to come out from TSM now. And what they do with it is, I mean, I would love to see them just go for some aggression. Oh, right, of course, TSM. I forgot. Recently, I mean, most teams in this position do tend to pistol arm, but recently I've actually been seeing them specifically go for this option where you say, instead of pistol armor first round, after we lose the pistol, we're going to just buy pistols so that we can keep the damage going on the second round and the third round. Guaranteed. And already they're going to be losing Carrigan. So Flipside already taking advantage here, working with 3 pistols themselves, not investing a huge amount. Flipside, and this approach from Team SoloMid also will allow them to have a much stronger 4th round buy. So I do love the thought behind this, and they are getting some kills here. The lack of weaponry for Flipside is certainly proving to make their lives a little bit more troublesome than perhaps it could otherwise be.
Oh, this is bad.
Things are getting a bit worse, but there's a nice shot there from It as he falls back with the bomb. But after that frag, he might change his mind.
If Bondic picks the right angle here, never mind. Device going to give him the kill. That's really important. That turns things into their favor. You can see that's the green light for him to run into the A bomb site. Let's have a look at what angle Cajun B is holding. He's holding the angle from short. It's a safe plant as far as that's concerned. So this round should now be a formality. We've got a USP versus 2 helmets. However, we'll see if Cajun B can find himself a gun. He's running through T spawn, so this is going to be unlikely. So I do think indeed it's going to be that USP. He's going to need at least 2 taps to the head on either of these players. I don't think even is low enough for the 1 tap with that USP. We'll see. Oh, it does get the jump on him, and there is the shot to the head, and now he's going to save it. Not even going to try and challenge.
They might actually buy on the next round. I mean, it's really risky. If it was like reversed and they're on the T side, then I think 100% of the times they're going to buy, but I think with the dynamic with the CTs, where you want all the nades, you want to get the AWP going and stuff, they might just save it again. But obviously, Cajun B can provide a real threat here with this AK.
He could just buy armor, and you can see he has basically an nade, and his money is still balanced with the rest of his team.
That's really nice. I do love this approach from TSM because it does tackle one of the horrible issues. I'll try to go into that in a bit more detail later on, because we're going to see already Flipside with the AWP on Simple now. So what is he going to be able to get here? They're going to need a really clean round because, of course, the last one was quite devastating. Their money's going to be low because of that, and they really want to be able to get that economic advantage.
Look at his presence in mid from the T's. They've got 3 guys there. Mid window smoked off, but there is somebody loitering around there. Got to be careful. So Markelov is the man who stays downstairs for the team. Bondic is in that sneaky position.
So where's Cajun B with the AK-47?
Okay, Cajun B is on the A bomb site, so he's in the right place for now.
All right.
Markelov's going to be running some shenanigans on the B bomb site as the rest of his team push A, so he's going to try and bait a rotation here.
So Cajun B is going to be up against Simple now, and let's see if he's going to be able to. Oh no, he will just look away just at the wrong moment.
He would have seen the shadow in advance as well.
So unfortunate there for him. Dupree is close to Bondic, and once again the timing not working out well for the TSM lads as Flipside roll into the site. It's fairly clean from them, and this is really important considering how many players they lost in the previous round to get a clean, or as close to a clean round as they can.
What was Markelov doing top mid? He was like just jumping around on a bin bag.
I don't know, man.
Playing silly buggers and lost his gun because of it.
Good shot from Simple. And the Device has found himself an AK. And he's going to be trying to... If Device can actually pick up 1 or 2 more frags here, I actually feel like that's really important for his team. And the reason is because if they win the next round, the problem is that that extra buy that Flipside are going to have going for themselves makes it much harder for TSM to get control and momentum in the match. And this is always like the big test for the CTs, because if they lose economy really early on into the match, they keep getting forced into situations where they have to buy up without the AWPs, without enough nades, with some phalanxes and so on. So looking to get early economic control, TSM, they've got the buy Cajun B with the AWP at the moment. And a lot of versatility who can op on their team.
So KGB got flashed out, he got smoked out of mid, in fact. Did see some flashes there as well. Dupree is in connector. So good control for now from TSM, but they're going to have to pretty much give up.
They're really passive,
mid.
actually. Oh,
and there's that smoke, that wall that it throws to jungle, which leaves connector open. You can see the positioning from these Ts as well. Markelov is already in connector, so this is going to be an A push.
KGB has rotated from middle towards that CT spawn area, and you can see that he's going to present a problem. Dupree's going to run forwards through this choke point because he didn't want to get it smoked off, but good angle held by Bondik to take him out. But Cajun B now has to take down Bondik before he drops onto the bomb site. And as Carrigan goes for this duel against Wilder, he's going to win that one though, but the bomb will go down in the meanwhile. Bondik again still causing havoc from this position. Last bullet in the magazine, and he's able to get a quick frag. Won't win the round, but that is certainly marvelous. So there you go. TSM, they win the round. Device on 4 HP. They barely survive, and that bomb plant is going to help a lot here. They are actually going to be able to just barely buy, I think, with that bomb. Yeah, okay, that's going to be a pretty solid buy for them with the nades. Actually, they have a player who might need a drop, Markelov, who's really low on the money. If they want Markelov to have any grenades, he's going to need a drop. And they don't drop him. They just let him have 1 nade and a Galil. That's pretty unfortunate.
Okay, let's see how things go. 3-1 to Flipside. TSM backs to the wall financially, or both sides really. And the AWPs begin. He is the head AWPer. He comes first in the AWPQ on Flipside. Simple normally only picks one up when there's a second one to spare. So aggressive position from Carrigan. He gets the frag as well. Look at the bravery there. Site has been smoked off in the meantime. So it was a running distraction. Now it's 4 versus 4. Just you can see TSM in control of CT at the moment. It's going to be a nice frag on Device, holding a good angle, making use of that smoke there. They're going to throw some smokes of their own to cut the site in half. You see the pop flashes coming in from Dupree in the connector area as well. So Flipside not sure where to look at the moment. Time is running out. Only 2 of the Flipside players left to defend against 3. But again, the defuse is coming in now. Zipnix is on the bomb, but he has been taken out. Is there enough time now?
Oh, he's going to go for the hole, and he hasn't been spotted. Bondik not spraying him down, and that's going to be the round. He's going to go for the knife. Bondik gambled it all on the knife, and his team lost the round because of it. I was wondering what he was like, why he wasn't just killing him straight up. It's because he was running for the knife, and you couldn't find him in the smoke. That is devastating.
Indeed, very nice retake smokes there by TSM. Again, cutting the site in half, They were cutting the site in half. They were forcing Flipside to take certain angles where they could pre-aim them. They eliminated the plays and finally found the defuse as well. So excellent play there by the Danes. Now, we can see the setup here from the Ts on the eco. Heading towards B at the moment. Look at the aggression here again from Carrigan. We'll find out some information as well. Once again, he meets with Worldedit, takes him down again. And now, that's a nice flash, but Zipnix gets the kill. That's the bomb site held for the time being. He's getting more frags as well. Only Markelov remaining. And it should be a pretty standard anti-eco here for TSM, looking to bring things to 3-3 now.
Yeah, they've now successfully kind of passed that danger zone, and they're really getting their economy going. So, although that said, there has been quite a bit of damage done, so it might take another round or 2 before they can really start to feel comfortable there. But this is something to work with. As we do have Flipside on a buy again, and what is it on the AWP? So let's have a look and see what our AWPers are doing at the moment. So what are they looking for that middle play? And he might just find one on connector. We've got Cajun B, meanwhile, who's looking towards the B apartments. However, he's not going to find the action just yet. Going to go for a deeper angle, but it is going to be that contention on connector that's going to be probably heard by Zinix. He probably would have heard something going down there. And Cajun B, meanwhile, is repositioned towards short. They do have an extra man here. It is, if I can find it, it was, sorry, Carrigan and connector is able to lock away those middle players for the time being. So I'm just going to try to pressure into short. It's the only way they can really go at the moment. But there's Cajun B. Oh, he's going to turn and run just at the wrong moment as well that it goes in. And that's opened him up for a frag. And he's going to get that one as now TSM are looking for a bit of a, almost a retake, almost. But can just beat them to the punch. But Simple with that kill onto Carrigan. That's going to spell doom for TSM. They're going to give up this round now. Just Device left over. And TSM are looking quite good at the start of the round. But that quick kill on Cajun B, that really kind of opened the floodgates.
Indeed, and the important thing is that Flipside save an AWP here. Very nice pick by Bondic, taking down the final play for TSM. Let's have a look at the state of the CT money after losing that round. It's a bit all over the place. Dupree, $2,000, while Carrigan has $4,800. He's got more than double. So the money is in tatters at the moment. Let's see what kind of buy comes out. Seeing the pistols, only one grenade on Cajun B. So not going below the $2,000 mark. Flipside, of course, with that full buy, full nades for everything else. See how they try to take map control and eliminate all these ecoing players. So we'll be looking for these sneaky angles. Loud and proud, Carrigan in mid, trying to tap with the 5-7, takes down Blade. Will not be able to retrieve the gun, however, but that is a good start for the CTs.
Flipside just trying to stay cautious here. There's no real way to recover that weapon. That's kind of the unfortunate reality. As Markov's going to toss it away, make it even harder for TSM. As TSM basically are just forced to wait, really, for Flipside to find their angles. Flipside taking no chances. Device are pushing Palace. Oh my goodness. The timing is so strong, and he gets just the window opportunity he needed to pick up the weapon. And now they have a man advantage and an AK in the hands of Device, of all players. So this could get interesting now as Simple tries to win his way through middle. Let's take just a whiff of damage, but otherwise unharmed. Zipnik's just with the PT-50 there on short as well. So looking for that insta-kill on the range with that PT-50. Gonna spot one in connector, and he's getting some good damage. What at it, taking a lot of fire there, down to 39 health. And in comes Dupree. He gets a kind of tag or two as well. This is looking really good. Oh, Dupree with two quick headshots with the USP. Looking to pick up the AWP on the floor. As Simple is now the last man standing. He's got no time, and that's it. What a round from TSM. Able, against all the odds, with those pistols, to take the round back. And look at the money on them now.
Sometimes it's easier to win an eco than it is to win a normal buy round, because the extreme, it's a weird paradox, but the extreme paranoia from the anti-eco team trying to avoid those close range weapons just can sometimes make them even more susceptible to them.
And TSM obviously with a huge amount of individual skill in their players, really good pistol players. Dupree already taking down Blade. They're running in with the guns now as they're just using the remaining money that they have in their bank to get a quick buy-in for this push, but it's not going well. They're staggered into the site. It's not playing well for them. So Markov tries to get himself through the smoke. And Device in with the spray again. They can't remove him from that shadow position, and that is their downfall as the rest of the players sweep in for that retake. And TSM only lose one player, and their money is looking amazing now. Look at that. They've never looked so good. And now there's an eco, so it's going to get even worse. So Flipside, they're really going to need to do some damage here. Actually, they really need a plant, to be honest, because this would be their second round loss, right? So that'd be $1,800 for them afterwards. So a plant would be really, really good for them to get in with a stronger buy in the next round with nades as well as AKs.
These flames just pushing them back. Oh, but Zivnik's dinked to 9 HP, but look at the alarm bells ringing on a CT side. We've got one rotation. Dupree should be soon to follow once they realize that the numbers are here. See how many they can get. Obviously, Carrigan has to be conservative. He's got the silenced M4, but Zivnik's can spray to high heaven. Gets 2 frags. Carrigan with the remaining 2, getting out the Tech 9 as well for his extra bullets. Will finish things off. Only 1 frag for the T side. You know, in those kind of situations, it can be useful to smoke the end of the balcony there to try and hide the approach. But even so, you're still susceptible to spray downs from players with rifles when all you have is the pistol to mount an offense. But Team SoloMid now due to that eco win, take the lead 6-4 against Flipside. And look at this charge up mid. We've got 2 players, 3 players, almost 4 players. It's almost like they're playing for a potential retake or something in A as well. So this is a very interesting situation. See the timing is going to put them back towards the A site as the flashes and nades start to come in from the T side. Flipside with all the AKs start to push the site. First shot miss from Cajun B here, but the T's are still stuck on A slope, and that's not a good place to be. Lots of angles for the CTs to take on them, but Simple's going to be the first one to get a frag here. Smokes are dissipating now, and the lines of sight will come back for both sides. So far, going well for Flipside. 2 CTs down. Blade falls to Carrigan. Simple's going to push things more into their favour. Zipnix is in the CT position, but only 8 HP. 1-man advantage here for the T's. If Margolov peeks the stairs in time, that's going to be the frag. This round is over. Solid round there by the T side. Does the AWP survives? They're able to get more AKs out as well. You can see the ooh, I think they bought an extra weapon actually. Indeed, they did. That's some money wasted there. A bit of miscommunication. And looking at the cash left in the bank, that is not what they wanted. That's a wasted $2,700. Double AWPs coming out for the CT side now. We've got Device. Let's see where he is. He's holding the normal position. Cajun B is going to be playing support on A as well. Trying to hold down mid, possibly connector. He's in a difficult position where he can't even peek connector because Markolov is already in the underpass. So play's going to be limited, and they're going to need support from shorts here.
Yeah, they really need to get into connector at the moment. They've got 3 players in mid set up to do just that. But at the moment, they're taking it a little bit slow. But now it looks like they are getting into connector. So that's going to allow either of them to go with 3 players. Sometimes teams will just want 1 player in there. Sometimes teams want 2. They're going to rotate 1 guy back, which they do have a guy postured to be rotated back at the moment. But you can also keep him in there to catch the B players. So lots of options here, and in fact that's actually what they're going to go for, looking to battle the guy on short. But look at that, Blade dispatches him immediately. So really excellent entries found all across this push, but just as he goes for that bomb plant, Zipnix will take down Blade. It's going to give some hope, but it's not a lot of hope. But the candle is still burning here for Zipnix. He moves in, he gets the double spray down. How they line up like that? It's just Walden left with 10 health and the AWP. And the nades are going to come raining in now from Zipnix. And Walden is in a good position here, but he's got to go closer. And Zipnix has done well with the grenades to cover himself in. There's some flames. Still a bit of time to play with, but he's got to find this frag fast, and well done it, just playing the peek. Oh, he misses the shot. Zipnix with the 1 versus 3 clutch, gets the defuse, and Team SoloMid hang on, and that's going to leave Flipside in a horrible, horrible position now, as they're going to be forced to just save again.
Let's look at the money on Flipside. Simple 4.5, Blades 3,700. Let's not forget, they bought an extra gun. They wasted $2,700 here in the previous round.
That's a full force.
Exactly, but they could have had 3 AKs, which I think is a lot more than 2. I mean, in theory, obviously, it's 1 more AK, but I think it's a lot more firepower than just a +1 AK.
But they're gonna go for the set play or a rush at least on towards this this B area, but we can already see Cajun B spotting one of the players. In they come now. He's got support from short here, but can he hit these shots? Can he stop them from getting close to his position? Already able to take down 1. See still lots more in apartments. Cajun B takes down another frag, and the rest of his teammates now swinging on in, as we do have what looks to be a good defense coming in here. And there you go, Cajun B with 3, Zipnix with 1. Carrigan as well. So good round there from Team SoloMid.
That last bullet was like Thor's hammer onto Blade's forehead right there. Just came down from the air, Dan. 2 massive mistakes here from Flipside. 2.5. A half being the AK buy that was left in T-spawn. The anti-eco going absolutely horrible for them. And then finally, just having 2 people lined up. Just got hit by a bowling ball from CT, and now the eco's going to come in here from Flipside. Could have been so different for them. But anyway, we are where we are. Bondik coming out of Palace now. No bomb. Not much of a hope. Bit of a dink there, but really and truly no damage done to TSM. Last round of the first half, 9-5, and this could have easily been 7-5 to Flipside.
Yes, it's turning into a more standard score for this CT half of Team SoloMid. And as you said, it definitely, there were a lot of rounds which really looked like Flipside should have been able to exploit TSM a little bit more and get a few more rounds out. There's a lot of really close calls. We had that insane eco win, for example, but
look at this consistent aggression from Carrigan in mid. He's
love
found so much information on so many rounds for his team. And he may even find Worldedit coming out of apps here. Who's going to find who first? He's only got a pistol out at a time, and he will fall. That's going to be some info for Flipside. That may turn things a little bit faster for them. And indeed, they're going to go straight for the push following that vision of Carrigan at top mid. Look at that player in the corner. Dupree with a fantastic smoke, which is going to allow him to get a free kill on Blade. And now the round suddenly slows down. But look at the rotation from the T's heading towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, they are going to buy this, though, having to dedicate some resources. It'll be Device who will pick up the frag quickly. That's really important because he needs to get his ass back over to that B bomb site really fast because Zipnix goes down straight away, only able to pick up one player. It will give them a 2 versus 2. And they are up close to the bomb just as it gets planted, but those smokes will delay. And we do have kits on both players. Not much in the way of nades. One with an AWP, it's Cajun B. Oh, what a shot there from Cajun B. That reaction so fast, this guy's on fire. He's going to be able to get the defuser as well. He didn't even need Device. Cajun B has really been stepping it up here for Dignitas. And it's not necessarily the player you look to provide responses for Dignitas. Sorry, TSM. TSM. They've been TSM for ages, James.
They have.
And I'm still doing
I made the mistake yesterday as well.
I keep thinking it, but that's the first time I said
yesterday,
it.
whenever it was.
TSM.
That's a weird camera angle. It put us out here, like in some weird area.
But yeah, you know, Cajun B is not the player you necessarily expect big performances from, but that's why this team is scary. We even see Carrigan top fragging, a player that was even essentially when he came into the team, people were saying, well, you know what, we don't think Carrigan is up to the skill level of the rest of the players, but
up to scratch. But
the thing that he brings to the table is the in-game leadership that is going to bring those T rounds that TSM so desperately needed because their CT halves were never the issue, and we need to see now how this team is going to perform in the future because they are shaping up really well. Cajun B stepping up. Carrigan seems to be fitting into the team much better. From an individual impact standpoint as well as the leadership standpoint. So looking like a solid team.
Okay, I think this was a pretty horrible T side for Flipside compared to what it could have been.
Oh, yeah.
And it really makes it harder, a lot harder for them to get their economy running on the CT side in order to get these double orts going. So they really need this pistol round.
Well, they have to react. And Blade picks up a crazy shot through the smoke there on the Palace player, Zipnix, as the bomb will go down in the open. So this is looking very difficult, but retakes, that's what it's about here. That's what Flipside were planning for. They had that in mind with their opening strategy. So just have to execute the frags as they move in. They got the nades to throw into the site as well. Going to be doing just that. Bondik coming in, but they are losing out on the man advantage now. Is equalized though, but 2 versus 2, and that bomb still taken away. Device move through the smoke, so sneaky like.
No time.
And he's going to get some good damage there, and they isolate each player individually, and Device can be able to keep harassing him, and the bomb will explode. Very well done by TSM as they look to be in good stead to have a strong opening to the second half, and that's something that Flipside just cannot afford.
Yeah, this is a complete disaster for Flipside. They are probably not going to have a good enough economy. If they go for 2 full ecos here, then it's going to be 13-5. So they're
yeah, they can't. They just can't.
They're in a really bad place now. They're in a really bad place. But double scouts coming out. Markelov and Blade, people getting the kills. See what they do. Markelov doing that.
But the A players incoming soon enough, as TSM expect the scouts to be coming in, and so they want to counter that by smoking and just rushing in and setting up on top of a bomb plant. That is the plan right now for them. But of course, they need to make sure that Flipside aren't going to come at them with any weird timings, first of all. Any weird aggressions. And then they come now. We're starting to see those pistols and scouts coming into play as TSM roll into the site, clearing out those positions. But the entire Flipside lineup is here now to greet them. Sit next with a quick frag there onto Bondik as the players for Flipside are falling one after another. It is TSM who have the site now, but it's all on World at it. Can he find a better weapon than that P250? So that's not the case here. Just looking for a quick frag.
I think the scout is right behind him, actually. I think Markelov died, or one of the scouts is behind him, but...
Would be surprised that his teammates wouldn't be telling him that.
Yeah, but he has to cross as well to try and get it and see what happened. He would just a little peek. I think there was... Well, let's see.
One, just take it and run.
One was on B. One scout was originally on B, and then Markelov actually, he died in CT. So I'm not sure where the last scout died actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he could have found it, saving it for this round would have been really nice.
Yeah, he did have a look, but yeah, the Flipside are really screwed.
But
that's the long and short of it. They are ruined. The way they play it's going to be extremely difficult to even get to that point here if it goes 13-5. Once a team have 13 rounds, and really that's like alarm bells ringing, everything.
Okay, and go TSM again, just going for that really fast play. They don't want to mess around. There's no reason to play a picking game against a team trying to take closer range angles with you. So they're just going to get that bomb down. In go the grenades, going to wipe out World Edit. As Simple Blade and Bondik are now in good stead to get taken down by... That doesn't really work to say that. They're in good stead to all die horribly.
It's going well for them to be massacred by the opposing team.
Exactly.
By the way, this is a blind spot where Simple is. You can go on top of the ladder in the ladder room, and if somebody comes in, they often won't see you standing there.
Pick up a couple weapons here. Agent B able to take down Bondik. He's kind of running around with... They do actually eliminate them both. That's kind of a little bit sad, actually, because they picked up some weapons there, but never mind.
Ooh, Simple's actually got enough money to throw an AWP over to World Edit. So at least there's that. They have a small smidgen. And if they win this round, they could potentially pick up Cajun B's AWP as well. So it is do or die for Flipside.
So here goes World Edit. He's got his first challenge, and he's going to pass with an A+. Cajun B goes down. Dupree just flirting with the idea of looking into underpass, but...
Mid has been abandoned by the T's, and that's a good idea.
Indeed, losing a comrade there doesn't make a lot of sense. And he can make the interesting play here to allow himself to essentially hold Markelov onto the B site, maybe even hold a second player there, maybe even catch someone on rotation, just be the lurker as his three teammates who are remaining go for the push onto the A side. He's going down underpass now as they try to make their way in, but down to just 3 men now. And the bomb is actually been left as well. Someone needs to go back for it, but there's no time, no players. And Dupree now, unless he can come out huge with this, he should get a kill onto World Edit. There it is. That's going to allow them to have an easier entry onto the site. Now the bomb has been picked up by Zipnix. Going to be dodging those shots, but cannot survive. And Dupree, already with a frag, needs 2 more. Simple, very low.
Worth noting as well that currently Flipside have not got possession of any AWPs. So even if they win this round, they need to grab one. They really do. You can see the effect well that it has. But Dupree's holding down the AWP position, basically. You can see well that it died just to his left.
My God, he reacted to the fact that he flew a flash into the site, I think. He started running, but he gets the next kill. Dupree with the triple. What a save there.
What just happened? Oh, dear.
That's an incredible save, considering. And did you see how Simple moved? He threw the flash. Simple just sat there. Then as soon as he threw the flash, it seemed like...
He's hungry for the AWP.
You know what? No. I think what happened was Simple thought that he was flashing over connector to attack his teammate, and he needed to basically be able to trade. I think that's why he started moving when he heard the flash pop. That's the only explanation, because otherwise he was just sitting there.
Maybe, but he could have been... They know the AWP's there as well, so maybe there's a bit of AWP hunger involved, and he tried to pick it up.
I'm not sure, but that was what gave...
That's a map losing round right there.
Yeah, it really is. That puts them into a very horrible situation. Markelov, though, ready with that pistol, but they surely will expect this, and there it is. They get the peek on him and take him out with no problems at all. And, TSM looking to close this one out quite quickly. And in fact, Carrigan's having a bit of fun. Not sure why Carrigan is Finishka. Does it mean something in Danish? Tweet me. I don't know. Finishka. It doesn't look like a Danish word. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Oh, okay. Now they could bring out the double ops if they want to, and indeed they will. But every round is going to be match point. And the thing is, if TSM play into their hands, then it could entirely happen. As long as they don't do anything, you know, horrible, they could entirely come back. But never mind that. Oh dear.
GoTV is pulling all kinds of shenanigans lately.
All right. You can commentate this one.
Well, the battle is going to go the way of Simple. Is anyone going to dare re-peek Simple here? He's looking at that pixel, and that gives him the info. He already, it's there. You can now see that one is going to be on the way. He will be peaked, or could be peaked any moment from now. And this is... So they just lost a player to Simple, and now they're all going to go to that position. They could be anticipating that Simple, after taking the frag, would actually rotate, but it's a big gamble or big presumption to go on, because Simple would have just spotted all of them through that pixel.
Yeah, and this is a map where Simple plays short. Well that it plays mid. That's what they do.
We're about to see now Simple's going to be able to pick up the kills here. With that first one, going to go down as the rest of the players move into the site. You see Markov getting taken out as well, as the bomb does go down thanks to Carrigan, and now Blade and Bondic are coming in, and TSM putting themselves in a game-winning position. Damage done to Carrigan, but he needs to finish him off. Does get the kill. Got the rotation coming in through Sean as Blade is trying to push the issue on these Ts. Bondic needs to come into play now though. Blade gets the spray down. It's a one-on-one Dupree against Bondic. In comes Bondic, looking for, he knows he's behind the car, going for it, but he won't get it. Dupree wins the round, and that's 16-5. Really big Mirage match there from TSM. They looked like they were having some problems on the CT side.